On an evolutionary basis, we have evolved in a way where our bodies believe that fat is good. This is even reflected in the art that we see from ancient civilizations, even from medieval cultures. It's interesting to look at paintings and sculptures from these periods and seeing that beauty comes along with being fat. There is a reason for this, of course. Being fat and having adequate stores of energy to be able to go through any crisis, any lack of food or nutrition was always an evolutionary advantage. We know today, of course, that with our long lifespans, being fat is ending up causing us a great deal of systemic inflammation and chronic disease. But given how slow evolution is, our bodies have not adapted to this. When we grow fat and when we deposit fat in our bodies, our metabolic systems try to defend that state. They will fight you when you try to lose weight. How do they do that? One, for example, is when you become heavier than your usual weight, your body, and you try to lose it, your body will start to conserve energy. It starts to bring itself into its most efficient state, using the least energy possible for every process, so that you cannot use enough energy, and whatever intake you're taking, which you may have reduced by going on a diet, for example, is now being stored back into fat, even though you're taking less. So in this manner, the body is defending its state of excess energy because it believes that this is a good state. And we end up fighting our bodies in our efforts to lose weight. We see this reflected when, for example, we go on a crash diet. The moment you let up on your diet, or even sometimes if you don't, your body fights back in a way that it brings the weight back to what it thinks was its original and desired set point. By using these various mechanisms, it will increase your hunger, it will decrease its own energy consumption. And now we are seeing that with successful therapeutic interventions which target hunger, for example, the very successful incretin drugs like the GLP-1s, so we are seeing similar mechanisms come into play. Unless we keep treating for long periods and give chronic treatment, the moment this treatment is stopped, the body is ready to fight back and get back to its set point of weight, which it thinks was a good thing. So we've seen that most people at the end of a GLP-1 treatment, which may be a year, maybe longer, it may be 2 years sometimes, tend to gain back most or all of the weight that they have lost. And this is not necessarily because they want to do it or because their behavior or their desire is changing. It's because our bodies are fighting back and defending that state that they believed that they could be in and which they believe is beneficial for us in evolutionary terms.